film a video. It's in between my classes. Like, it's like I have a place to be in like 20 minutes, but it's fine right now because I'm gonna film an ASMR video because I haven't filmed in like 2 days. I've been busy. It's been also a really weird week. Like, y'all, it's not every day some like random guy from your school sends you a shirtless photo even though he knows you have a boyfriend. It's not every day. So I've been handling those kinds of situations. Maybe I could give you all the tea some other time, but oh, sorry, that was so loud. Look what I got today. Okay. Oh, you can't even see the name. There we go. Okay. So I have some Moe's here. I have some yummy-licious Moe's. This is a meal swipe, so I did not have to pay for this. But I got the bowl. I got a bowl. And in my bowl, I got adobe chicken. Lettuce, guac, pico de gallo. I like to keep my bowls simple, okay? I'm trying to like health max, even though this is like definitely a recipe for like high sodium and cholesterol and stuff, but whatever. So I got the cheese, the lettuce, onions, pico de gallo, chicken, obviously, rice, guac, and limes. I think that's all I got. Okay, I'm gonna stop tapping on stuff. Maybe I could do a video of like me actually tapping on things later. But let's try to get this open. This is the struggle. I can never get it open, especially with nails. Bro, what? What the freak? There we go. I did not mean to hit you, I'm sorry. This is so chaotic. Let me get a fork. It's hard to get utensils around here. For some reason, like plastic forks and utensils are like really scarce around here. So, okay, let me just, you can't really see what I'm eating, but yeah. So I figured you could just eat lunch with me. Let's just chit chat. It's been a weird ass day. It's been a weird ass week, truthfully. I'll tell you a little bit about how my classes are going. Just give you like a little bit of an update as we eat together. And this looks so good. I'm gonna take a bite. That is good. I could probably take smaller bites, not gonna lie. That is really good. Okay, I'm starting to get cold. Maybe I'll put on my sweater. I don't know. But basically, this week has been insane. It's been crazy. So I've been falling asleep everywhere. I've always been like kind of a very daytime sleepy person. Like I've always been a napper, but never like intentional naps. Like always like accidental naps. Like it was just like I just fell asleep somewhere. You know what I mean? But recently, added on top of all of my schoolwork, the stress of that, my sleep has gotten really bad. Like I'm already not sleeping enough at nighttime. affecting my like daytime life because you don't sleep, you don't remember things. It's just, I already had very excessive daytime sleepiness, and it's just getting worse. So we're looking at like some health issues, like maybe it's like a thyroid thing, maybe like the sleepiness, that doesn't come from like staying up late. But most of the time, like I can get 7 hours of sleep and I'll still be exhausted. Also, this is a water, a Moe's water, ice cold. The thing is, I'm fasting from soda during Lent. Well, it's supposed to be like for Lent, but I think I'm just gonna do it like the whole time. Like I don't think I'll ever go back to drinking soda how I used to, which is ironic because one of my friends for my birthday, he didn't know I was fasting, and he gave me a whole thing this big of Sprite. So that's really kind, but like what am I supposed to do with that? So it's actually sitting right to my left, but I think I'm gonna give it away. Anyways, let me tell y'all about the crazy stuff that's been happening. This is like kind of the drama, but there's this guy at my school. We're friends, right? Like we talk, we're friends. There's no problem, there's never been a problem. But I tutored him last semester, so we became better friends because of that. And then we both interviewed for the same scholarship. So we just became better friends naturally. Because we were in situations where we had to see each other more, right? I have a boyfriend, mind you, of over a year. So I'm locked in, but I am in a long distance relationship because my boyfriend goes to college somewhere else. So basically, the guy who I've become better friends with happens to be my roommate's, who is my good friend, her ex-boyfriend. So there's like, she says like she's perfectly fine, like she has no problem with us being friends. They broke up a while ago. A while ago as in like over the summer. So it's been probably like 7 or 8 months, which is about the time that they dated. Maybe not 8 months, but actually yeah, probably 8 months. Yeah. And that's about how long they were dating for. So at this point, like they've been broken up for longer than they've been dating. So there's no problem really with us being friends. But there is a problem with him coming on to me very strong. And he knows I have a boyfriend. I talk about my boyfriend very like a lot. But this dude. When I was sick, he like brought me food, and like you think I'm gonna say no to somebody bringing me food when I'm sick? Like I was literally bedridden. I had the flu. I couldn't get out of bed. This was like a month ago, a month and a half ago. When I said I had the flu and I didn't post for like 5 days, it's because I was literally bedridden. Like I couldn't move. And so when he texts me, he's like, "I'm on my way to go get some food right now. Do you want me to pick you something up?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course, that's fine." And so that's what he does. He goes and picks me up food, and I thought he was gonna use a meal swipe like this right here. This is a meal swipe. It doesn't cost us money because we're on scholarship, right? Tell me why this nigga spent $15 on a meal at Chick-fil-A with a brownie and lemonade, which is not part of the meal swipe. And so I'm like, okay. I try not to think too much of it, This is missing. They didn't put my pico in here. It's missing tomatoes. I knew it was missing something. It's on there. Sure as hell. That says pico de gallo. They forgot to put my tomatoes in here. Wow, this is okay. I'll just put the lime in there. Anyways, so he comes back for Chick-fil-A. and I open it, and I eat it. I eat some of it. I'm sick, so. But I try not to think too much of it, because it's a nice thing to do. And it's something I would have done for one of my friends, you know what I mean? But the thing is, we're not that close. So it is like, you know, a very friendly thing to do for someone when you're not close with. We're friends, but we're not that close at this point, right? Over time, he started to make more effort to like just be around me. And like he asked us to sit beside me during movie night. Like, okay, we had these movie nights where we would all go to a lecture hall because they leave the doors open during like the lecture halls. We would all go down to the lecture hall and we would all watch a movie there. And so he would ask us beside me during movie nights, and like it really wasn't that big of a deal until it was, you know what I mean? And those are just like little things, but you don't think too much of those things in the moment until it's like blown up, you know what I mean? Until the situation blown up. And then here's another thing. This is like super, if somebody from my school is watching this, they will know what I'm talking about. So I hope nobody ever finds the channel, but because this is kind of like I'm low-key doing a little expose right now. This guy, he has a lot of like really interesting, like kind of weird hobbies. Okay, like cool hobbies. Okay, but like, sorry, he makes perfume. That is one thing about him, is that he makes perfume. He is a scent maker or something. So he sorry, for my birthday. Tell me why. He says, hey Corinne, will you like me? Oh, sorry, I just said my name, but whatever. He says, hey, will you meet me in the lobby? Also, Loki, if you know, you know now. Now you know my name, but like, shh, keep it a secret, keep it a secret. Don't, if you know it, don't say it in the comments, okay? Somebody won't make it this far in the video, and they just don't get to know. Anyways, so he's like, hey, will you meet me in the lobby? And I have something for you for your birthday. I'm like, okay. And he gives me this. And 4 little perfume samples. 4 perfume samples, okay? This has nothing in it. And there's a reason for that. So out of the 4 customized perfume samples that he made for me, out of the 4 customized perfume samples, which were very good, by the way, I have to be honest, very good. And it's not crazy for him to like make a perfume, because he already does that. Like, he already makes perfume, so it's not like he learned something new, you know? Like if some rando gave me perfume samples, I'd be like, yo, what are you doing, you know? But he made them because he makes perfume, so it's not that crazy. I didn't think much of it. I was like, and I also got gifts from my other friends. So I was like, okay, he just gave me a gift. And he said whichever one of the 4 that I liked the most, I could tell him, and he would give me a full-sized bottle of it to put in this. Well, now I'm not so sure if I'm allowed to cash that in or not, because I really do like one of them, and I want a full thing of it, but now it's not appropriate. It was never appropriate, to be fair. Of course, my boyfriend knew about the perfume. Like, he knew from the jump that I had gone. Like, he knew about the stuff. But, and he'd said something like, yo, he probably likes you. But, like, I didn't think much of it. You always trust your boyfriend. Well, you know, I always trust my boyfriend. I don't know about y'all, but my boyfriend's always right. So then this week, 2 days ago, my boyfriend comes back in town. He comes back in town for spring break, right? I'm out on the town with my boyfriend, you know. not my boyfriend. I have this other guy, right? Because like he be texting me a lot, low key. Like at this point, I'm not really stupid, but there's nothing that I can do. There's nothing that I can say that I can be like, yo, you sat beside me too many times. Like you must like me. You know what I mean? Because then it's like he has too much plausible deniability at this point. Like anything I could do, anything I could say to him could be put back on me. You know what I mean? So he happened to give me the perfect opportunity to say something finally, right? So I'm out with my boyfriend. I have his notifications muted, and I get back home. Tell me why I get back home. I get back to my dorm, and I check my phone, and I see like 10 missed messages from him. I click on the message. This thing sent me a shirtless photo. You take a second to take it in. Something so explicit. That's not just like sitting next to somebody during a movie. That's not just like giving someone a birthday gift on their birthday. That's like a very explicit thing that you can be like, yo, why did you do that? You meant something by that. You meant something meant by that. Like what was your motivation for sending me that? If you didn't intend for me to like, what, compliment you, save it? I don't know. Right? So that's the part where I'm like, you young man, you get back to freak off, okay? And thank God, if I had opened that in front of my boyfriend, I would have had a lot of explaining to do, and I would have had no explanation. It was out of context. It was completely unprovoked, out of context, posed photo. I gave him like a stupid justification for sending it. He was just like, oh, blah, blah, blah. It was bullshit, but... And so I showed my roommate, right? I'm like crashing out. I'm like, yo, what the heck is this dude doing? Who is he feeling like? Who is he feeling like, right? And she tells me, never. And they're 8 months of dating. 8 months. Did he ever send her a picture like that? Who is he feeling like? Huh? Tell me that much. I was baffled. Because he's the kind of person, he's a very like respectful person. I will give him credit. Very respectful guy. He's the kind of guy that like button up all buttons to the top. Or my hot waters and my khakis and like my, like, you know, he's that kind of guy. So the fact that he sent me that out of nowhere, it's so out of character for him. So I'm baffled. She's baffled. And it was completely unprovoked. I swear on my everything. I did nothing. I did not ask for a photo. I did not text him. I literally did not call for this. So obviously I'm sitting there crashing out. And that's when it's finally time. I'm like, yo, I cannot do any more backdoor approaches. I've set my boundaries. I've made very clear, explicit boundaries that are like, I don't want to give people the wrong impression, that kind of stuff. And he's just like, most of the time, he's just been walking around them. He hasn't like explicitly plowed through them. He just finds ways to still be alone with me after like I've said, you know, I don't want to give people the wrong idea. That kind of stuff. This time he just right through them. Right through it. Right through it. So naturally I sent a text message. I was like, look, he's scared to do it because you never know what a man's gonna take you or what a man's gonna make your words sound like, right? But I finally sent him a text message and I'm like, hey, I'm just not comfortable with what you just did. And I have a boyfriend and you know that, and if you're gonna keep doing stuff like that, then I will not feel comfortable staying friends with you. And he didn't reply because it was like midnight when I sent that. And then the next day I get a message from him and he's like a whole paragraph. He's like, I'm so sorry, never meant to make you uncomfortable. I will give it was a good apology. It seemed authentic. Do I believe it 100%? No. But like, it was authentic. He clearly did not intend to make me uncomfortable. But he clearly wanted something from it. but he wasn't trying to make me uncomfortable, you know. So he like apologized. He was like, oh, I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. You and so and so are have a great relationship, and like I would never want to get in the way of that, and I never have and never will want to try to pursue anything with you, right? But you know, like what else is he supposed to say? You know, like you're not given a lot of options. You're not given a lot of options. Like you could either ignore it, get mad, or respond maturely. And he's not an immature person, so of course he responded maturely. And that was probably best case scenario. Like that kind of response was the best thing that could have happened. And so I gave another response. And I was like, yeah, thank you for your apology. Like I just didn't want to misconstrue your intentions. So, but I'm happy to move forward in a different direction. And so you know, it was a mature like little exchange of text messages, and then we talked for like a few more like text exchanges about Sinners the movie, because we'd been talking about it before, and that was it. We haven't spoken since. So yeah, this is low-key not that good without the pico. It needs the pico. In my belly. My lab today. I have lab in 30 minutes. My lab is over. Simple harmonic motion. And I didn't read the notes beforehand, so I'm gonna be dropped. I'm gonna be cooked. I have no idea what I'm doing. But I might take a quick nap before my class starts in 20 minutes or something. Let me see how long I have. I've got 5. Wait, no, I've got 25 minutes. 25, yeah, maybe. I don't know. Before I need to go. So maybe I'll just do a 10-minute nap, because last time I slept through my first 10 minutes of my lab. So I'll figure it out. Anyways, alright. I think that's the story, the end of the story I'm gonna tell. I tried to keep it vague because I don't want to like expose nobody. But I figured it was entertaining enough, and like I can have a good laugh, and I'm sure that everybody in the situation will be able to have a good laugh after like a little while. So everything blows over. Everything blows over. I can't make this stuff up, man. Can't make this stuff up. Okay. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. And I hope you have an amazing rest of your day or night.